Hello, and welcome to the lesson on main idea and supporting details. Main idea is the big point or the most important idea that the writer is communicating to the reader. Often the reader can find the main idea just by looking at the title. For example, a passage titled "Why Students Should Have Less Homework" will include reasons for that idea. When you're looking for the main idea, ask yourself, what's the point? Let's try reading this short paragraph. Engineers create wealth for society. So tennis is a game and the resources of the earth are scarce. Have you gone mad? Thus the only solution is to educate the public on being socially responsible. Did this make sense? Of course not. It didn't have a main idea. We would go crazy if texts were written like this all the time. It was difficult to understand because it was made of different ideas that did not link. There was no common thread. The good news is that normal passages have main ideas. The main idea is like the heart of the text or paragraph. It's the controlling idea. All of the other supporting details in the text or within a paragraph should tell us more about that main idea. So when you're reading a passage or a text or a paragraph, you want to make sure you're asking yourself, who or what is this passage all about? And that will help you figure out what the main idea is. The topic sentence is often going to clue you into that. Many paragraphs have topic sentences that indicate the main idea. Find the topic sentence in this next paragraph. Homeless people have many problems. In winter, it's hard to stay warm and it gets too hot in the summer. It's also hard to keep things safe without a home. Worst is the lack of privacy. Were you able to find the main idea that homeless people have many problems? Good job. Supporting details. Supporting details prove the value of the main idea. What are they here? Let's look through. Keep in mind, supporting details want to support the idea or the opinion that's stated in the topic sentence or the main idea. So we're looking for things within this paragraph that are going to prove that homeless people have many problems. We're probably going to be looking for examples of those problems. Here's our first one. In winter, it's hard to stay warm. And it gets too hot in the summer. So the seasons are obviously something that can cause problems for homeless people. Our third example is right here. It's also hard to keep things safe without a home. Keep in mind that, can you imagine where you would keep like your collections, your baseball card collections, or your money, or maybe even things that, you want to keep from your sisters or brothers, like your favorite shampoo or something. It's no holds barred when you don't have any place to keep all of your stuff. The last detail is the lack of privacy. As you can see, this author gives you two, three, four different reasons, four different problems that homeless people have. These are the supporting details. Stated and implied main idea. Sometimes a paragraph has a stated main idea, usually in the topic sentence. This means the paragraph says what the main idea is. You don't really have to go digging for it. But sometimes a paragraph doesn't have a stated main idea, but it has an implied main idea. This means that you need to state the main idea in your own words because it doesn't actually say it in the paragraph. In other words, you have to figure out what the main idea is. Kind of like summing something up. In math, you're given 2 plus 2 plus 2. It never tells you that's 6. You have to come up with the solution to the problem. So when there isn't a main idea, if it's an implied main idea, you're the one that has to figure out the main idea on your own. Again, here's our example. The Native Americans used the trees to build their houses. They hunted and trapped animals in the forest for food. They found roots and berries that they could eat. Some plants found in the forest were used for medicine. In this paragraph, the main idea isn't stated. However, by reading the paragraph, the reader can determine the main idea by asking what all of the details have in common. Let's look at our supporting details. The Native Americans used trees to build their houses, hunted and trapped animals in the forest for food, found roots and berries that they could eat. Some plants found in the forest were used for medicine. Think about what all of these things have in common. Make sure that you're asking yourself who or what the paragraph is about And we know here, obviously, it's about the Native Americans. And again, ask yourself, what do all of these things have in common? Then work to make yourself a topic sentence. This is going to be the main idea of your paragraph. Main idea, the Native Americans used resources in nature for food, shelter, and medicine. How close was your main idea sentence? If you included all of these things, then you're probably on the right track. TMI, too much information. All of the sentences in a paragraph should support the main idea of that paragraph. Okay, those are our supporting details. But sometimes there's information that does not support the main idea. Okay, that information doesn't necessarily belong in the paragraph. Sometimes it doesn't belong in the same paragraph, or sometimes it's just unneeded information. Take a look at the example on the next slide. See if you can find the extra information that does not support the main idea. Maria offered to help her mother clean the house. She vacuumed the living room and dusted the furniture. She picked up the toys in the playroom. She ate a ham sandwich for lunch. Then she mopped the kitchen floor. Which of the sentences above does not support the main idea? I bet you got that one pretty easily. She ate a ham sandwich for lunch. That doesn't really tell us much about how she offered to help her mother clean the house. Making a ham sandwich actually probably makes more of a mess in the kitchen, right? Okay, let's find another one. Find the sentence that does not support the main idea in this paragraph. Winter provides the opportunity for many outdoor activities. Many people enjoy ice skating on a pond. Swimming in the pond in summer can also be fun. Skiing can be a thrilling experience too. After a new snowfall, you can even build a snowman. Again, take a moment, see if you can figure out which sentence does not support the main idea here. Did you get it right? Swimming in the pond in summer? Of course, that's something that can probably be really fun, a fun outdoor activity. However, our main topic sentence was that winter provides the opportunity, not summer. Okay, so that one was definitely off topic, or as we call it, extraneous. Try this one. Now we're back to the main idea. Let's just give you guys a little bit more practice before we let you go take your quiz. Soccer players learn many skills when playing soccer. Soccer players learn how to dribble and pass the ball. They also learn how to control the ball so they can eventually score. Most importantly, soccer players learn how to work together with their teammates. What is the main idea? A, they also learn how to control the ball so they can eventually score. B, soccer players learn how to dribble. Or C, soccer players learn many new skills when playing soccer. Did you choose correctly? Soccer players learn many new skills when playing soccer? Great! Let's do one more. Swimming is one thing that can be done at the beach. Snorkeling is another thing that can be enjoyed. Playing beach volleyball can be a lot of fun. It is also fun to look for shells. Some people simply like to sunbathe. What is the implied main idea here? If you wrote something along the lines of there are lots of ways to enjoy the beach, then you are on the right track to finding the implied main idea of that paragraph. Nice job! You have successfully completed the lesson on main idea and supporting details. Now come back into the classroom, complete any activities that your teacher has for you, and then when you're done with that, you can sign into the LMS and complete the quiz on main idea and supporting details. If you get stuck, ask your teacher for your questions. That's what we're here for, and we're happy to help you. Keep at it. You can be successful.